This is Cryptids and Comedians, the show where two stand-up comics talk about mythical creatures, legendary monsters, and fabled beasts, the same way we talk about the one sound guy at that one comedy club that always picks the best walk-on music without you having to tell him. You just say, whatever, man, and he picks the best tune. He knows you. He hits the post as soon as you grab the microphone. As soon as you touch the microphone and say, good evening, everybody, boom.
Great vibe, good guy.
Hits
Good.
every music cue on every set.
Always there for you. You don't even need to ask.
Dude is legendary.
Oh, yeah, I love that guy.
But he probably also does not exist.
Right, no.
It's probably not a real person.
No.
I'm Thom Tran with my co-host Peter Murphy.
Hey, everybody, I'm Peter. Good to be here again.
Every week we talk about different cryptids, and I tell Peter the history, lore, cultural significance, pop culture references, and I show him evidence if there is any, and he tells me why I'm wrong. Peter, as always, can you tell people who are joining us for the first time what is a cryptid?
Yeah, so that's one of those things. A cryptid, it's technically, you know, if you're ever taking out the garbage and like one of the garbage corners fills with liquid and it like extends all the way out and it's like a triangle of like just garbage liquid, that's like that liquid corner is technically called a cryptid.
So the pointy liquid corner in a garbage bag is cryptids. That's what you're saying?
To my knowledge.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Again, 12 episodes in. 11 episodes, whatever it is.
Well, then what's we're the comedians. Well, what's a cryptid?
A cryptid is a creature or animal that's rumored to exist, but there hasn't been any scientific or hard evidence to prove its existence.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, why we would do a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Why would we do a podcast about that one squishy little area of the garbage bag?
It's got to be called something.
Spooky season is officially over, and we are officially into Fat Pants season, which I'm very excited about. With the official Fat Pants season being the official holiday of Fat Pants season being Thanksgiving. That's coming up this month. We are focusing on cryptids from New England. Now, Peter, we're going to start a new segment where I'm going to tell you the name of the cryptid, and you are going to try to accurately describe what you think that cryptid looks like. Got it. All right. This week, we are talking about the Pukwudgie. What do you think a Pukwudgie looks like?
A Pukwudgie?
Pukwudgie, but we can go with Pukwudgie.
Pukwudgie. Pukwudgie? Am I saying it right? Pukwudgie?
Yes.
Oh, Pukwudgie. Well, to my knowledge, I believe that's like an undiscovered part of the Wookiee family in Star Wars, and they are significantly taller, like as big as like oak trees, but they are part of the Wookiee family, and they don't wear traditional like Wookiee garments or clothes. They they just wear what look like viper sunglasses. So like they have one like Cyclops type eye, and it's like a pair of viper sunglasses, and they have 6 rows of teeth. 6 rows.
That's what you think a Pukwudgie looks like.
If based on my most educated guess, yeah, that would be a Pukwudgie. Yeah.
Okay. Incorrect. Let me show you what a Pukwudgie looks like. This. Is what a Pukwudgie looks like.
Oh my God! With a knife.
It's a shank. It's more like a shank than a knife. I would say that's more of he took a toilet paper roll from a prison and turned it into a shank. So this is the Pukwudgie. We're talking about the tiny, tricky, and totally territorial cryptid of New England. If you're ever going to go hiking in New England and you feel like someone or something was watching you, congratulations. You may have just stumbled onto Pukwudgie territory. So the Pukwudgie are these small 2 to 3 foot long trolls, troll-like creatures. According to Native American folklore, it's a small magical creature from the Wampanoag tradition. Sort of like if a troll and a leprechaun and your passive-aggressive neighbor all got together and became one being. They're usually described as 2 to 3 feet tall, grayish with large noses, long ears, spiky hair.
Whoa.
Imagine, if you will, if Yoda's baby mama was a porcupine. That's basically what a Pukwudgie looks like. That's also another interpretation of a Pukwudgie.
Sure.
The word Pukwudgie roughly translates to person of the wilderness.
Ooh,
Though-
I like that. That's fun, kind of fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is like something that should be a mascot, like a sports mascot.
Okay.
Like if it was
What sport mascot do you think the Pukwudgie should be the mascot for?
Without a doubt, lacrosse for one, and then horse polo.
Horse polo.
Yeah,
Isn't that
like
just
a
called polo?
I guess so, but there's like water polo as well. But yeah, Pukwudgie, that would be like a fun, or like a college mascot. You know, for someone in New England, like we have enough Eagles and Ravens and Vikings and Knights. Let's get the Pukwudgie. But that's what it could be, and it looks pretty sweet actually.
All right. Well, these critters are known for playing tricks, shooting magical arrows, shape-shifting, and sometimes pushing people off cliffs. So, dickheads.
Yeah. Also, I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like they're related to the Domino's Noid.
Oh, yeah. Here's
Right?
another interpretation.
Oh no!
That is another interpretation of the Pukwudgie.
They always have something sharp in their hands, and oh man, yeah, this guy's right out of this could be a cousin of Blanca from Street Fighter.
Oh, my God. You know
remember.
what? Just a small midget Blanca?
Little Blanca.
Is that frightening? What's more frightening, the tall Blanca or this tiny midget Blanca?
I am more afraid of tiny Blanca, the Pukwudgie, because
The Pukwudgie.
because I'm more afraid of things that could potentially crawl into my mouth. And just it being a little smaller, I'm just like, oh, this is gonna get into my mouth somehow.
Your sex life is boring.
Yeah, exactly. I like them taller than me. Call me up, WNBA players.
Well, you'll find stories about the Pukwudgies primarily in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and parts of Maine, where they've been blamed for everything from mysterious lights in the forest to hikers getting lost and pushed off cliffs.
They just kind of, they're kind of jerks. They're like they shove hikers off of cliffs, but also, I grew up with a lot of people that would enjoy in Florida shoving. We don't have cliffs in Florida, no mountains or anything like that. But what people would do is shove their friends into the pool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's everywhere.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But I think those people,
But they must be a descendant of the Pukwudgie.
okay, I could see that.
Or
I could totally
spiritually,
see that.
spiritually at least.
All right, let's talk about the lore, legend, and history and the origins of the Pukwudgie that comes from the Wampanoag tradition. To understand the Pukwudgie, you have to start with the Wampanoag people. The indigenous,
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, apparently not. The indigenous nation that's called southeastern Massachusetts home for thousands of years, long before Plymouth Rock was ever a thing. So in their stories, the Pukwudgies once lived peacefully alongside humans, maybe even helping out now and then. But like any good folklore, things took a dark turn and humans started finding the Pukwudgies annoying, maybe because they were, constantly pulling pranks. Like that one guy in your friend group is like always farting around girls in bars, and then he wonders why he can't get laid.
Too much protein, Trevor. Just too much protein.
Trevor's your guy?
Cut it back. Yeah.
Okay. Randy's my guy.
Randy, yeah.
Randy's the guy in my group. That's
But he makes it funny. Like he tries to make it funny.
He makes it funny.
Yeah, that's just a menace. Because then it's the group. The group smells bad.
Yes. Yeah. And then you have to apologize for that guy, and you were trying to get this girl's number. It's a pain. It
is.
So maybe they were a little too smug, the Pukwudgie, because the humans started to complain to Moshop, who was a giant and a cultural hero in Wampanoag mythology. Now, Moshop was kind of like the Paul Bunyan of the Northeast, but with way more spiritual significance.
Whoa.
He helped shape the land, taught people how to live, and generally handled things too big for regular humans.
Well, we could use one of him. He's holding up a whale.
Yeah, it's a whale. When I saw this photo, I thought he was fishing. That's a whale. That's to give you an example of how big Moshop is to regular humans. He's holding up a whale as if he's one of those guys on a dating app who's holding up a fish.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. So
yeah,
that was,
you shouldn't be able to hold up a fish unless it's a whale or it's like it's 6 feet and you can like the fish is 6 feet tall and it's like, hey, guess what? 6 feet, 6 feet. You know, because it's like
Right.
an accurate depiction. Or you lie about it. Like, oh, this fish, I caught this 6-foot fish. Look at this picture of me. And then you're like holding it up. You're like, oh, perfect.
What is your embarrassing dating app photo?
Ooh, I've never been on the apps.
Really, Mr. I can meet women in real life.
I've never been on the dating apps, never been a dating app guy. But I do like group photos. I need to see. I can't have a profile. I can't like look at a profile or like I advise my friends of just photos of you. You've got to prove that you have friends. You have to prove that you go out into the wild. Prove that you have a personality. Prove that people like you. Other people other than your potential partners.
How many photos of you and other people should be in a dating app profile?
Oh, say if there's 6. If there's 6, then at least half of the photos have to be you and another person. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem excessive. I feel like
That's excessive, really.
I feel if there's 6 photos, 1, maybe 2 of you and groups of people, because then the risk becomes how hot are your friends?
Well, sure.
And also, how do I know which one is you? Especially if you have, I mean, if, you know, I think I'm thinking of the people who put up 6 photos and in all 6 photos, it's a group of people.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, first photo should be just you, maybe glamour shot, maybe, hey, friend just took this. But you need at least half because, you know, that will help you rise all ships. And like maybe you need, you know, friends who value themselves and maybe are more hygienic. And maybe that should, you know, be an indicator for you. I think, you know, you need one great photo of you doing something active with friends, like, you know, sport maybe, or like a hike or something like that. Or gym situation, then photo with friends at a bar. If you drink, if you don't drink, also at a bar, you know, just to prove that like, you know, you're cool and you can hang. Then a photo with your friends, you know, at some event, like something that you're interested in, like a concert or something like that. And then maybe a photo with you and any babies that you know. It doesn't have to be your baby.
Really? That's not weird if you're just in a photo with a baby?
I have a great photo of me and a baby, and we're both it's my friend's baby, and we're both making the same face. Like I'm holding this little baby for the first time, and I'm making this face like, oh, I hope I don't drop it. And then the baby
making
the baby's face? Like, I hope you don't drop me. But me and the parents have agreed that it's only to be used internally, and we'll never repost it online. Last photo must be with you and some kind of dog or abroad.
A dog or a broad?
Or abroad, like, you know, you're in Italy or Paris or something like that. Like you're traveling.
Oh, yeah. A dog or being abroad.
Yes.
I thought you meant a dog or a broad. Like, hey, this is my broad. It's 1970s New York City. We're in Times Square. This is my broad.
Yeah, when did that stop? Yeah.
When you said abroad, I was like, if you're with abroad, maybe don't be on dating apps.
Sure. Yeah. No, you must be abroad. Also, it doesn't hurt to have female friends. Let's remember that. That could help you.
100%. We totally got off track here.
Yeah. So, is the Pukwudgie, does that have like a gender, or it's like non-gendered? Or what if I took a picture with a Pukwudgie, people are like, whoa, I gotta know more about this guy.
I believe their gender is dickhead.
Sure. Oh yeah, rude. Just generally rude. Yeah.
Right. So the humans complained to Moshop, who is this giant Paul Bunyan type character. He had huge cultural significance. He was a cultural hero in the Wampanoag mythology. But Moshop was a kind of like, you know, a Paul Bunyan type character. So when the people said, hey, Moshop, listen, the Pukwudgies, they're being dicks, he decided to handle the situation and
stomp them.
He scolded them. He scolded the Pukwudgies.
He just, hey, get your act together.
Get your shit together, man.
Scolded them.
Yes, he scolded them, but he also banished them from the area, which went about as good as you would expect. The Pukwudgies felt humiliated and furious. So again, like your crazy college ex-girlfriend, they came back for revenge. And according to legend, they killed Moshob's son. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but Catholic school education.
Sure.
They killed Mashab's sons and possibly Mashab himself, depending on the version of the story that you hear. So I guess the lesson learned is don't piss off magical woodland creatures with inferiority complexes.
Yeah.
So they're said to be shapeshifters, tricksters with a penchant for tragedy. After they were exiled, the Pukwudgies went full-on dickhead mode. They were said to control fire. They would vanish at will. They would shoot magical darts that could cause illness or death. Some stories said they could transform into animals like porcupines or coyotes or even humans to trick travelers.
Scary. Shapeshifting, scary.
Others claimed the Pukwudgies would lure people to their deaths, sometimes leading them into the dark forest and then pushing them off cliffs. And if you hear faint laughter or see strange lights, sometimes described as will-o'-the-wisps, that is supposedly the Pukwudgies trying to get your attention.
Whoa.
But there's a deeper cultural layer here. These aren't stories just to scare kids. They carried moral lessons about respect for nature, for boundaries, and for unseen spirits that inhabit the land. And in that sense, the Pukwudgie legend is about balance between human worlds and spiritual worlds, between mischief and malice, and between curiosity and caution. Do you find that interesting that a lot of these stories are like they're trying to teach the lesson of how to live with the natural world, live in the natural world?
Yeah, I think just talk directly to kids. You know, like we don't need to have somebody who watches you morning, noon, and night to see if you're good or not. And you have a conscience. Just tell kids to be good, not they'll be punished or they will not have presents in December if they're bad.
Do you think just talking to kids works? Because you clearly haven't been around a lot of children.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
even though you love so hard,
yeah,
you want to be a dad so bad.
But one kid is different than many kids. Like I'm not talking to a classroom to tell a classroom of 30 kids how to live, but I'm talking to one kid. I'm like, hey, you should do this. And then, then depending on your patience, then, maybe you should like follow up on that story. I mean, the lore is fun. I think it's more fun for adults. Like just the way that animation is like more of like an adult medium, though it looks like it's for kids. Like all these cryptids are like, oh, that's fun. Like, I mean, all I want to do is take a guy's trip to New England and look for some Pukwudgies. And then get some, put Pukwudgie on a T-shirt or start my own, UFL football team called the Pukwudgies. So it's more for dudes.
If you can get the money to start a football team called the Pukwudgies,
yeah,
I'm buying a jersey.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
You know I'm not a sports guy.
What would the colors be? What colors are the team?
Colors of the Pukwudgie soccer team, football team,
soccer. Yeah. Let's say American football.
I'm gonna go with, because the Pukwudgie is typically like brownish, tannish,
right,
dirty, kind of. But you want something to pop, so I'm gonna go with hot pink.
Oh yeah, hot pink and gray and green.
Hot pink, gray, and green.
That'd be kind of cool.
Somebody Photoshop that. I might Photoshop that.
And then, again, cousin of the Noid. Oh. Like, and avoid the Noid.
The Noid was red and white?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Dominoes.
Okay. So let's fast forward to colonial and modern times and talk about some sightings. Because, of course, New Englanders never miss a chance to add local flavor to their ghost stories. One of the most famous hotspots is Freetown Fall River State Forest in Massachusetts, part of what's known as the Bridgewater Triangle, which is kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of New England. So, less moist but more angry. The region is infamous for paranormal activity. Not the movie.
Yeah.
That includes UFO sightings and mysterious disappearances. Again, basically, it's the New England version of the Bermuda Triangle, but with more Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, New England's really trying to be interesting. Like all these stories coming out of New England. New England's trying to be something interesting, and it's not interesting at all. Like if Dunkin' Donuts is your number one export.
Strong words.
I mean, hey, listen, I love Good Will Hunting, but if your biggest exports are Dunkin' Donuts, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, then you're a boring place. You're boring.
So far on this podcast,
boring.
We have made enemies in New Jersey and New England.
And they deserve it. And they fully deserve it. They fully deserve it. And they if they're being honest with themselves, they would know this. Yeah. You make up, like, yeah, you're talking about kids or friends that are embarrassing. I had a friend in high school. She was like, yeah. How was your weekend? Oh, it was great. We're at the lunch table. Oh, it was great. Me and my parents brought me to a Bob Marley concert. And she was like, yeah, I saw Bob Marley perform live. And I was like, oh, what? She's like, yeah, oh, he's so good. Him and the Wailers, they're great. Like, my parents, they had to bring me. It was my first concert. I was so happy. It was so great. And then when eventually when we left the lunch table, I was like, she's lying.
Yeah.
To be more interesting.
Right.
No, Bob Marley had been dead for decades.
Yeah, I was literally like, how old were you?
Several decades, yeah. And that's the epitome of a New England person. Like, they're going to lie about being interesting. Nothing interesting's happening up there.
Wow, we are going to get some hate mail. Please send it to Peter.
They even try to have their own tavern-style pizza.
Did they?
I mean, Connecticut is New England to me.
Yeah.
In many ways. Connecticut style pizza. There's enough pizza. There's enough types of pizza. Leave it out.
Again, send all hate mail to peter@cryptidsandcomedians.com. Thank you.
Yeah, I could take it. Yeah.
All right. So there have been questionable sightings of the creature even in modern day. Enough, so much that one town even put up a Pukwudgie crossing sign.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's a real thing.
They really have every kind of weapon in their hands always. They've always got a weapon.
Yeah.
This guy's got a bow and arrow. The other ones had spears and knives.
This one's got knives. Yeah, this one's got a shank made from a toilet paper roll.
Yeah. Wow, that's cute. That's cute and fun. That's there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so hikers have reported seeing small human-like figures darting through the trees, hearing laughter with no visible source, and being pelted by tiny rocks.
To you, Tom, if you hear laughter and you don't know the source, is that terrifying? Or are you just like, oh, someone's having fun out there?
If I hear, okay, where am I? Am I in the woods? Am I at a Bed Bath & Beyond?
I would say
that's frightening.
I would say some combination of outside of any type of vehicle. So you're on foot and it's dark out. You could be in a neighborhood. You could be in the woods. You could be in a city. But like, you hear laughter, but it's not like, you can't tell who or what it is coming from. Does that terrify you? Because to me, I'm like, oh, look at this ambiance is incredible. I love it. Live for it.
It's got to be a situation where I'm not expecting laughter, like a strip club. You don't want to hear laughter at a strip club. You don't want to be getting You want to be getting a lap dance and then just hear.
Yeah. I imagine I would. I would love to hear laughter if I ever. Yeah. I'd love to hear laughter.
Okay,
Joy
to be clear,
in a strip club.
You're getting the lap dance. You're not giving it.
Yes, exactly. And the person who I'm getting the lap dance from is laughing. Yeah. And what could be better than that?
Okay. I guess so.
What could be better than that?
So again, hikers were reported seeing small human-like figures darting in through the trees, hearing laughter, then being pelted by tiny rocks, which could also just be kids in the woods.
It's true.
Weren't you a kid in the woods, just like throwing stuff at people?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, did you hang out in the woods? Did you have woods in Florida? Do you know what wood is?
Yeah, we have woods. The swampland. We just had swamps.
So would you go out in the swampland and just like try to freak people out?
No, I wouldn't do anything like that. We would skip rocks into the like lake or like any sort of like body of water or camp if it was like dry enough. But yeah, no, I wasn't like really I wasn't being a menace to
society,
and drinking my juice in the hood while in the woods. I wasn't in the woods doing that. Okay. I was doing that in the city.
Would you find it disconcerting if you just heard laughter out of nowhere?
Not at all. I'd be like, oh, the ambiance, the atmosphere here is great.
Okay. All right.
Love that.
Other people would describe glowing orbs and eerie whispers right before feeling a sharp shove near a steep drop. See, that's disconcerting.
No, you know what I think that is? I think that's people trying to justify tearing their Achilles. That's it. That's exactly any friends of mine that have had non-contact sports injuries that have to do with their Achilles. They've described the feeling as getting hit in the back of the leg with a baseball bat, and then they go down like a sack of potatoes.
Interesting.
And then they look to see who kicked them. Nobody's there.
Really?
But, you know, obviously they're on, you know, say a soccer field, baseball diamond, you know, some type of playing surface with other people out in the open. But, you know, if you're out on a cliff and your ACL, your Achilles, you know, your hamstring goes, you're going to try and justify it in some way that's not embarrassing.
Okay. All right. Well, there are even police reports dating back to the 1970s describing encounters, though, to be fair, most of these reported police incidents involve a sentence like, quote, the witness admitted to consuming alcohol prior to the event.
Yeah, New England. Classic New England. I'm not surprised whatsoever. You know, you're drunk, you make up things to your wife or, you know, to justify things to your boss. Yeah. No shocker there.
Have you ever dated a New England girl? A Southie?
Ooh, anybody from New England? I haven't had the privilege.
Well, not the way you talk about New England.
I mean, you know, hey, you know, they're fun and fine. And, you know, Boston's got a lot of history, but no, not for me.
All right. Still, the belief in Pukwudgies persists. Some locals leave offerings to avoid certain areas at dusk. A few modern Wampanoag descendants say they still sense a presence of the old spirits in the woods, whether it's a metaphor or a mystery. So what motivates these little forest-dwelling wankers? Some legends, I threw in wanker there.
Yeah, sure.
Some legends say that they're tricksters who just like a good laugh, harmless unless they're provoked. Others paint them as vengeful spirits taking out centuries-old resentment on anyone wandering too close to their turf. So they're very territorial. They're like the Bloods or the Crips of New England woodlands.
Oh, yeah, they're very territorial.
I don't know if that's offensive to Bloods or Crips. Like, I don't know any Bloods or Crips, so my apologies.
Unaffiliated, no comment.
They can help you or they can hurt you depending on how you treat them. Kind of like raccoons and customer service reps in October. So some modern storytellers even argue that Pukwudgies are guardians of the forest, protecting it from human encroachment, which, if it is true, might mean the occasional prank or push is just their way of saying, hey, listen, stop building parking lots. in our
Yeah,
area."
like a different version of Fern Gully.
Fern Gully. There's a story I haven't heard in forever.
Well, I mean, have you seen Avatar? It's pretty much Fern Gully.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to say something right now.
Oh, no.
This is going to upset a lot of people. Didn't watch Avatar.
Really?
Didn't watch Avatar 2.
Might have been the only one. Really?
Didn't.
And
Don't
are you going
care
to see
to?
Avatar Fire and Ash?
Nope. I
Really?
have no inclination. I don't know what it is about that film or film series. I'm just like, I don't care.
Wow,
Especially
really?
because I kept hearing that it's basically Fern Gully.
Yeah, it's basically Fern Gully. Yeah, you're right. Doc Hollywood. Yeah, it's basically Fern Gully. But you know, you've just got to go to marvel at the advances in cinematic CGI. That's what it is. It's like it's a visual thing. You know, some people listen to music for the lyrics, some people listen for the guitar riffs or the drums.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go to a movie for the acting, or you go to the movie to see what is possible. And sometimes, you act on what is possible rather than think about if you should have.
I feel like the height of cinematography was the mid 90s Gina Davis, Marlon Wayne's film Earth Girls Are Easy.
Whoa.
I think that was
Okay.
the peak of cinematography, and nothing can really compare to that.
Wow.
Keep your Avatar, keep your Fire and Ice, keep your Icy Hot.
What makes you say
Whatever.
that? What makes you say that?
The movie's called Earth Girls Are Easy.
Right, sure. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, that peak cinema. I would say for me it is Matrix Bullet Time.
Really?
Oh,
Okay,
for
I
sure.
guess so.
In 1999, arguably one of the greatest years for movies of all time.
Okay.
But yeah, it, led by the cinematic advances in CGI through the Matrix films from Wachowski's.
But the Matrix films, the first Matrix film,
Amazing.
groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. Great.
Don't care about Avatar.
Really?
Like, not even a little. No part of me was like,
Were you just busy that week?
What year did that come out? Probably.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I forget.
Computer, what year did Avatar come out?
The film Avatar was released on December 18th, 2009.
2009.
Oh, wow. That is such a long time ago.
That was, I had just moved to Los Angeles.
10 years after 1999, by the way, for those keeping track.
Yeah. I just moved to Los Angeles. The housing bubble had just crashed. I didn't care because I didn't have any money.
Right.
So everybody who lost stuff, freaking out. Me, I'm like, I got no stuff.
Yeah. And
Just moved to Los Angeles.
And you couldn't even bother to see Avatar.
I was trying to start a new career here.
Wow.
That's what it was.
And you think, oh, I'm going to start a career in entertainment. I don't need to see the biggest movie release of the year.
You know what? When you say it out loud.
I could skip that one. There's going to be so many more. And you know what? There's even a land in Disney World in Orlando that's dedicated to Avatar.
Really?
Avatar is great. But I'll say this. I would love to see an Avatar fight Wukapatachi Puck.
The Pukwudgie?
Yes, that as well.
Okay, let's get back to the Pukwudgie. Let's talk about Pukwudgies in pop culture. Like any good cryptid, the Pukwudgie has left its tiny, muddy little footprints all over modern media, especially as folklore. It's blended into pop culture. In literature, this was interesting. Also, I'm probably going to get skewered for this. Pukwudgies appear in several fantasy novels and folklore collections. Also, as the mischievous cousins of fairies or goblins, they were notably featured in the Fantastic Beasts universe, which is adjacent to the Harry Potter universe, which is kitty corner to the Smurf universe, which is across the street from the Snorkels universe, which is down the road from the Gummy Bears universe.
Gummy Bears.
Bouncing here and there. One of my favorite jokes of all time,
What is it?
came from an episode of the Gummy Bears. They are going down a monorail, not a monorail, but like what are those? What's the thing with the rail? They put the coal in.
Train tracks.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
And they're going down there, and one of the Gummy Bears says, "Duck." And the other guy doesn't duck, and he gets hit in the face with a fish. He goes, "That wasn't a duck, that was a fish."
Oh, amazing.
Dumbest joke.
I love that.
I was a child when that came out.
Love it.
And I still remember that. Same with the mail plane joke in Three Amigos. Just dumb, childish jokes. You remember the mail plane with Martin Short and
Chevy Chase. Steve Martin. Yeah. I remember Three
And
Amigos.
Martin Short says, "Look, it's a mail plane." And Chevy Chase goes, "How can you tell?" He goes, "You can see his little balls."
I love that.
It's so dumb.
God, that's so brilliant. I love that.
So dumb. Anyway, like we were saying, the Pukwudgies showed up in the Harry Potter universe, and they were depicted as one of the houses in the Pukwudgies. They were one of the, the Northern American wizarding school called Ilvermorny? Ilvermorny. One of the houses, the Pukwudgies. So here's the thing I was saying that's going to get me skewered.
What's that?
Never seen Harry Potter.
What?
Never seen Harry Potter. Never seen any of the movies. Didn't read any of the books. Didn't watch the Wizard. Didn't. You know what? The closest I've come to Harry Potter was going to the Wizarding World at Universal with my goddaughter.
You must have been so confused. You're like, what is all this?
I mean, it's in pop culture.
Yeah.
So I understood it, but I'm like,
no Harry Potter. I mean, come on. That's like essential viewing for the season that we're in. It's like every Harry Potter movie is, in fact, a Christmas movie.
Explain yourself.
I mean, just some of the biggest events that happen at Hogwarts, spoiler alert, happen around Christmas. There's always this fantastic big cafeteria Christmas scene where they do this great feast. And, that's when Harry and all of his friends, get a little closer because, Harry really doesn't have a place to go back to. And the exterior shots of Hogwarts in the snow just makes it a Christmassy movie, just the same way that Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. And I know you're a big Keaton guy.
I think we should just do a show where you explain movies to me that I haven't seen that the rest of the world has seen.
I can't believe you haven't seen Harry Potter. I mean, Harry Potter. I mean, it's just like, it's not even like homework. It's like, oh, this would be nice. And, it's one of those things where like, when you recommend something to somebody, you're like, okay, watch the first 3 episodes and then make a determination. Because then you get kind of caught up in the excitement of it. You see one Harry Potter movie and you're like, oh, I want another one of these.
Is it one of those things?
We'll watch them all.
I think my concern was it was one of those things where like, I have to read the book to understand the lore.
No, not at all. They explain it all.
Okay, because I'm illiterate. I can't, and I don't.
You can't
want
read,
to.
and you don't want to. Yeah, I know, but here's the thing with movies. They put it like the characters speak it, so you don't have to read anything. Hardly.
Okay. All right. Well, I will give it a shot. Maybe this.
Give
Halloween
it a
season.
shot. It is a Halloween, or excuse me, it is a holiday movie. Other holiday movies include what's the one with Bruce Willis?
Die Hard.
Die Hard, yes, in my opinion. Batman Returns, all the Harry Potters, and
All the Harry Potters. you say.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. All the Harry Potters, essentially Christmas movies.
Huh.
Essentially Christmas. And you're into sci-fi and fantastical things.
I'm
so
more
you
into
know,
sci-fi than I am into fantasy.
sure.
Because sci-fi, you can still get laid.
Ha! You got Well,
Really, that's my entire life.
you got to watch that. You got to watch that, and I'll admit something too. I have literally, this is absolutely true. I've never seen The Godfather.
Same.
Really?
Same.
What?
Yep.
That should be like a sin.
The Godfather,
What?
Breaking Bad,
Wow.
Sopranos.
Wow.
So many.
You're just so heavy into like
I'll watch
Trek
Star
and
Trek: The
Marvel.
Next Generation, the entire series,
Over and
over and over again.
Hey, you like what you like.
I like
and
what
you know
I
what?
like.
There's just so much out there.
All
We
right.
need to stop making movies
Yeah.
and just catch up. Let's catch up. Let's give 8 months to catch up.
Yeah. So let's get back to the Pukwudgies. Again, they show up in Harry Potter lore, but in that lore, they're depicted as fierce, loyal, and a bit cranky. You know, that basically describes everyone in New England between February and May. They also pop up in local ghost stories, anthologies, and paranormal books like Dark Woods and The World of Lore by Aaron Menken, where the Pukwudgie gets a full spooky treatment. Again, he goes full on dickhead. In film and television, they're not as famous as Bigfoot or the Mothman, but the Pukwudgie has crept into a few paranormal documentaries and ghost hunting shows. The Travel Channel's Monsters and Mysteries in America ran a segment on Pukwudgies in the Bridgewater Triangle, which I did not watch because I didn't have the time for it. The complete with night vision cameras, they had shaky footage and a guy whispering, "Did you hear that?" Like every 45 seconds. So they've also inspired indie horror films and short stories on YouTube where filmmakers love the cute but deadly aesthetic. Think like Gremlins with a Boston accent. That's frightening.
That's scary. Yeah, I mean, more scary to me than an unidentified laugh from a dark place is any Boston accent at all. Get me my Dunkin'. Or you're hearing like a, Dunkin' iced coffee shaking. That's scary too. That's scary.
He parked his car in Harvard Yard.
That's right. Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Okay, if you were confronted with a Pukwudgie, what is the most frightening accent they could have?
Well, New England for sure.
Okay.
Or Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah. I don't even, try and think of a Dutch accent. It'll take you a minute.
The Van Halen brothers were Dutch. Rest in peace,
really?
Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did they have Dutch accents?
Yeah.
Did they sing in
Slightly.
Dutch accents?
Slightly.
Oh, wow.
A little bit.
Yeah, Dutch would be scary, but also very appropriate because, little Dutch people with their little wooden shoes and their sugary treats.
Okay, I have an idea for a sketch series. We're going to do it. We're going to talk about it off air.
Okay,
Because I think it's going to be very funny.
perfect.
All right.
What would an accent be if they spoke English? What would it be to you? The most terrifying accent for a Pukwudgie. Now that we know what it looks like and know how it behaves.
Philly.
Oh wow,
It's a Philly
yeah.
accent. Hey, can you give me some water?
Dirt
Some
bag,
water.
just dirt bag.
That's the
behavior.
only thing I can say with a Philly accent.
Water ice.
Yeah, I had to audition for a part in a movie.
Whoa.
It was a big movie. They needed a Vietnamese guy who could do a Philly accent, and I was awful. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. In music, folk artists from New England have written stories referencing the Pukwudgies as guardians of old lands and local festivals, sometimes featuring costumed Pukwudgies for storytelling events, though usually not likely to commit homicide. In gaming culture, Pukwudgies occasionally appear as minor forest and enemies or mythical allies in RPGs and fantasy settings, kind of like a chaotic neutral friend in every Dungeons and Dragons party. At the end of the day, the Pukwudgie endures because it's got a sweet spot in folklore, a creature that's just believable enough to make you glance over your shoulder on a twilight hike, and it represents that uneasy line between like curiosity and respect for nature, and for myth, and for the stories that we tell to explain the unexplainable. Whether you see it as a spirit or a metaphor or just a cautionary tale to keep kids from wandering off at night, the Pukwudgie is a reminder that every forest has its secrets, and some of them are only 3 feet tall. So, Peter, that is our episode on the Pukwudgie. Thoughts?
I want it to be real. Just because, like, I feel like if I ever met a Pukwudgie, I'd meet like the nice one. You know, like most of them are like little jerks, like you said. But I'd want to meet a nice Pukwudgie, just to like, hey, this is my friend. We're just kind of bouncing around here, going camping.
So he's the one Pukwudgie in school that everybody picked on. He just decided, he's like, I'm gonna be friends with a human.
I'm gonna be nice, yeah. Hang out on my shoulder here a little bit, at concerts. Wears like ironic glasses and doesn't carry around a knife, but is handy with like say a pocket knife like a Boy Scout.
Right. Okay.
I want it to be real, but it's not real. It's just like something you tell kids so they stay in line, and an excuse, something to blame for your excessive drinking, and to blame for your non-contact hiking injuries where you've fallen down a cliff or something.
You sound like you've had a lot of non-contact injuries.
I'm afraid of it. I'm afraid of non-contact injuries.
Okay.
Also, I'm afraid of cliffs. Did I tell you this? I had a girlfriend once.
Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
Shut up. You had a girlfriend
Not to
once.
brag. One time, not to brag, she fell off of the Grand Canyon.
What?
30 stories, and she died on impact.
What?
Not kidding.
Were you with her?
No, we had broken up years before, but I got a call early in the morning like, hey, we were in Vegas, and then we went to the Grand Canyon, and there's not a lot of guardrails in the Grand Canyon. She fell off 30 stories, died on impact. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
And here's what happened. She had taken a photo on the edge, posted it. Then they were still on their ascendance up, her and her friends, and there was a group going down, and she was being polite, stepped out of the way so the group could walk through, lost her footing in some loose rocks, and then fell to her death. Isn't that crazy?
That is tragic as hell, and not how I wanted to end this episode.
But no Pukwudgies there. Yeah, maybe we'll keep an eye out for loose gravel, or stretch your hamstrings or ACLs and Achilles.
Would it be messed up if all the stories of Pukwudgies were just loose gravel? Like every time somebody fell or tripped in the woods, they're like, "It's a Pukwudgie," and they just stepped in some loose gravel.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably
We
true.
solved the mystery, folks.
Yeah, it's just
Pukwudgies
loose
are
gravel.
just loose gravel.
We solved the mystery right here on this podcast.
All right. So the next time you're out in the woods of Massachusetts and you feel a pebble hit your back, don't panic. Just smile. Just say hello. Maybe leave a little snack as a peace offering. Because if the stories are true, that tiny little chuckle behind the tree might not be your imagination. It might just be a Pukwudgie laughing at your hiking boots because they're dickheads. Peter, that's it for Pukwudgies. where can people find you on the interwebs?
Hey, look me up. I'm on petermurphythecomedian.com and on Instagram, Peter_Murphy. Check me out. See what I got going on. I have a comedy special coming out, and you'll learn more about it if you go to those outlets.
Can you tell us anything? Is it going to be released in November or December? Or
I
January?
can't tell you anything.
Can't tell us
Go
anything.
there, DM me, and I'll give you the information, but it's secret. Shh. Just people that are listening to this podcast and watching this podcast are going to get a heads up on it.
All right. I am at _Thom Tran, THOMTRAN, youtube.com/Thom Tran online. I think that's right. The show is at cryptidsandcomedians.com across the internet, including on the YouTube. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can watch the episode on YouTube. You'll see all the photos and all the things that Peter reacts to, which is fun. My tour dates online, thomtran.com. Busy tour season, very busy tour season. So these are actually getting recorded way before they go up because, as I told Peter, I am home for 6 days in November.
Yeah, I mean, and we're recording these in October 2024, so we are really telling everyone, make sure you get out and vote.
I just realized you said October 2024.
Get out and vote. Make sure, your voice is heard.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Thanks for listening to Cryptids and Comedians, and we will catch you next time.